Hello, everyone. 3 minutes late. Ah, I'm always late, not punctual. Asian life, Asian time. You know. Not Asian life, Asian time. I just finished making my coffee. Just. So, very simple question. I guess not very simple to answer. A great woman. Meaning what? What does he mean? Oh, I know of a lot out there. They are all not great. And they are very, very funny, very disloyal, very dishonest, and also nothing great about what they are doing over the internet. Yeah, I've been talking about it for a few days, and I also, what you said, condemn, criticize, voice my opinion, given the answers, and also point the fingers. Right? Yeah, I point the fingers. I also give a lot of things out there. Also distribute a lot of information. Also draw a lot of pictures. Also include a lot of pictures. Funny, isn't it? And who say I do not know about it? Who say I do not know about it? Yeah. Don't worry, the stream is still out there. I just kept it because what the answer I'm looking for, like I say, I get response, I get answers. But some of the answers come from a different place or a different person or someone that is different. Well, if you can't catch it, if you can't find it, that's none of my business. But more or less after I've read it, most of it, I also remove it. Only some of it I do not. Or should I say I cannot remove it because they are mischievous people? What is that? Emotionally disturbed people? Or practically crazy one? Pathetic one out there. Susanna, hello, thumbs up, thank you. Right, good evening to you too. Same time, don't worry, we have the same time. So like I said, I talk about a lot of stories. I tell lots of stories. But are there any, perfect woman out there? If you consider yourself 70% perfect, I guess that is better than those that is not even 50% at all. Not 50% at all. Greetings everyone from JB. And here comes one that is almost perfect. Almost perfect. Depending on how you look at it. But I consider her perfect. Because why? She's very, very straightforward, very aggressive, and down to earth. Will kick your ass if you think otherwise. But I don't mind. Like I said, sometimes crazy, but then it's not boring. But if you have two perfect one, or should I say, a complete perfect one, your life will be very boring. You know why? Good afternoon, my dearest Estella is here. Am I killing it? Big E. Big E is also here. So, how do you find a perfect one? I guess everyone got their own answer. I can't answer to anyone that is out there. I only want to find out those that are the imperfect one. That's why I put the question, how do you find a perfect one? Because I'm going to talk about all those, all those that are not perfect at all. And there's a lot of them. Mind you, I've been talking about it for the past 1 week. And like I said, there's a lot of them out there that waste their time waiting for the one that will never turn up, because they know they are not perfect. That's why the one that wants them, the ones that promise them, they won't turn up at all because they are not perfect. And what about those that say, I'm coming to Philippines, can I meet up with you? Yeah, the one that's perfect also knows who to choose. But the one that is not perfect will say, yeah, can we meet up? Yeah, great woman. How you find great woman without spending time with them? JB, I removed yesterday my streaming. I kept it private. I tell you, it's so hilarious because I got a lot of answers that went all over the places, and I got a lot of it. And I know who the one that is talking about, who the one can come after me, and there's a lot of them that is totally like I said, great woman, not perfect one. There's no perfect one, but how to be a great woman. Like I said, there's a lot of them out there that's crazy. Lots of them that does a lot of craziness thing. But they are not the one that you want. Because why? When you do not have joy and you don't have, lovers fight, how can it be great? Very boring one. You know why? Because there's no adventure. There's no adventure. And when you do not have adventure, it's nothing nice. It's very boring. It's just like the woman will say, yes, okay, I'll do it. And then when you say, don't go, okay, I'll stay at home. And then when you say, can you cook me something to eat? I don't like this one. Okay, next time I don't cook for you. These are not fun. These are not fun. You got to find someone that is I need a Greek. I have no idea how to set up my new phone. Well, I think there's some operating system out there that you can find, settings and so on. I'm not perfect woman, so I don't know if I'm great woman. If you were to ask me, single-handedly bring up all your kids with you, your children, and get and provide for them whatever they want, get them all their education, you mean you're not great? You mean, what did you lack other than you provide for them all that you can give? Lots of them don't do it. Lots of them find the other way to do it. I think smart switch should help. Okay, I'm suffering. Hello, IC22. Yeah, Ocha. Vlog, Esther, JB, Estella, Big E from IC. Alright, 7 likes. Okay, phone. That one. That one you are trying to sort it out now. Hello, Timmy. Timmy is here. Timmy is writing stories. So, how do you write a great woman's stories? Hello, Timmy from Estella. Like I say, there are quite a number of great women out there. If you were to ask me, I never asked for a perfect one. I told you 70% of it will be enough. But how to find a great woman? The question, you can get it from the dearest Estella. She's very independent and also full of what should I say? Humbleness, right? And very modest. Oh, thanks, I see. I just finished all the new uploads, horror stories, TV stories. I don't have horror stories. I only have crazy stories. And the crazy stories that I put out there 2 days ago attracts a lot of honeybees. Not only honeybees, there's also hornets that comes here. There's also fierce hornets. But like all hornets, this one cannot sting because they miss their stinging needles. That's why they are not at all, what should I say, dangerous. Not also, cannot sting also. So they have a lot of things that they want to know. There's a lot of stories that I tell also, that also I keep it out away. But someone has already sent something out there and it looks very funny, isn't it? Yeah. You see, like I said, I know where to throw my darts and I know whether it hit the right spots or not. And most of the time, I got bullseyes. Hello, JB, to IC, to Timmy. We have them here at the park. You can see. Cautious. Yeah. Hornets. Dangerous. But some cannot sting. That is from the YouTube world. They cannot sting. Because they are not that aggressive. They are not that dangerous. And what should I say? If I say they don't have the needles to poke onto you, then they will say, yeah, I'm not as crazy as you. Japanese hornet, ooh la la. Yeah, Japanese hornets. But I've found out that lots of them are, should we call, old and toothless. Old and toothless. But if you want to find a great woman out there, I tell you, there are quite a number out there. It's not that there's none. There are quite a number of them. And I know who are the ones out there. But there's a lot of nonsense one out there that give a lot of troubles to a lot of men and also give a lot of troubles to their sisters. Yesterday's subject, I talked until from the Black Mountain Hill until I stopped at the valley. But I did not proceed further into the valley. Because why? Someone got the answer and someone did answer. Yeah, I'm very straightforward. I want to tell what I want to tell. And I want to describe what I want to describe. When I got answers all over the places, I tell you, I save it up and I also lock it up. That's what I do. Because I wouldn't want anyone to answer it because I specifically pointed it out there. I specifically pointed to a certain parties. And I got what I want. And I know they are burning. They are really burning. Well, like I said, when you light the fire, I like to throw gasoline away. So when I throw gasoline away, you better run away, because you know when it gets out of control, it will also engulf you up. That's what happened. So, who are the great women out there that you're looking for? The one not so great happens to be owned by the Panda Palace King. The one that is not so great happens to be owned by the Panda King. And the Panda King thinks that the queen is a perfect one or a great woman. No. That one, the queen, you should ask, why is he trying to collect concubines? Or you don't know. Because the great woman, the other great woman, that the fella cannot get, happens to be someone else's girlfriend. And the fella is salivating, mouth dripping with a lot of saliva, wanting, lusting, and what? Do you use your tongue? That's why I say you're not clever, you're not good. Is that not true? And what about from the kangaroo world? Did you manage to get your great woman that happens to be now in the kimchi world? That you're so traumatized that we know the story about it, that the fella left you and went for the gentleman that is in Korea. Is that not true? So now you're very sick, you're very emotionally let down, and you're so pissed off with so many people out there, and you do not like some of the people with some other religion other than yours. Not true? And what the hell do you tell me not to sing Ave Maria? Oh, my love is not here. I did not see her for a long time. Correct or not? Kangaroo world? I guess you will consider the one that you're sitting up there in the panel a great woman, isn't it? No. There's a lot of history, a long list of history, very long, but you do not know about it, isn't it? How much do you know about the history, or the sleaziness, or the, unpleasantness? Or should I also include dishonesty, filthy, and also at the same time disloyal? You see, there's a lot of things that you do not know, other than you sit up there and think she's a great one. No, that one is not great at all. That one, some part over the world they call it leftover, not more in use, completely leftover. Yeah. Why do you want leftover? You mean no one wants it, you pick it up and treasure it like gold, like you hate so much about someone having lots of gold? Not true? I don't have to lie. I don't have to tell lies. I put a lot of things out there. Actually, I can get myself into a lot of trouble also. unless you do not know. Because some of the things that I put out there belongs to some of the people that you also know. Or some of the king from the palace of the panda knows about it too. You see, I got a lot of answer, Got a lot of answer. And you know how did I get all the answers? Because there's a lot of filthy men going for the useless, what is that? Great woman? And you think it's great? Now you know what I mean by great. I got more na 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 na. I guess that's why your husband treasured you and said you're a great woman. You see, there are few of them there out there that are great women. And there's a lot of people out there having indecent proposal also to some great woman that I know also. But those that think that, or those that goes with the indecent proposal, thinking that you will get her hands and you will get her approval. Let me tell you one thing. It doesn't work that way. Because when you look at it from the other angle, I did not tell you. Those people that do indecent proposal, what do they want? You do not know, isn't it? Why not you visit my playlist, DH Train? You can look at the thumbnail, what is described out there. What is written out there? I tell you, lots of things I know that I put it out there. And it's all over the places. And like someone thinks that the fella can trick me with the fella. What? Your answers, very unintelligent. Very unintelligent. Because why? What you put out there is not the answer I want. What you put out there, you're trying to cover up the whole story. And when you want to try out, and when you want to cover up the whole story, why do you not listen to your friends other than you listen to the one that begged money from you? You see, that's the difference. When you have a friend, and when you trust a friend, and the friend do not ask anything from you in returns, I guess the loyalty and the honesty is totally different from the honesty that depends on your money. Like I always say, money makes the world turns. And money also is all evil to everyone. And so much of evilness that is out there. What do you think? What do you get from trying to be a great man, trying to look for a great woman? No, it does not work that way. I kept waiting for someone to make me an indecent proposal. So far, Nick Fisher, so far. Like I say, I found lots of them that does that. And a lot of them actually happens to be from only 2 countries. The majority of them come from Australia. That is the top one. So many of them that I know. Then comes America. Yeah, there are a few of them out there that get very pissed off with what I put out there because I triggered their brains and they know exactly who I'm calling out and who are the one that's responsible for it. I'm not wrong. You mean I do not know anything about it? And then some part of Europe, one part of Europe that you will know is not united because it belongs to, what is it, 3 other islands around it, surrounding it, making it 4. That's why it's called united. I guess you know where is it, right? The one that got the Buckingham Palace. Am I not correct? Huh? Am I not correct? I love the 4, the 426. Yeah, V8 engine, open top, very furious car. But it never enters into the Fast and Furious, right? Because it's not the actual one. It's all kit sets that they make into it. Right? Well, there's a lot of them out there. But there's only a handful of women that are great out there. Not depending on any man. And those men think they are stallion. They are the breed that every woman wants. Hey, if you're a stallion, you know where to find your same kind one. How come you're fishing in the wrong pond? What are you catching from some of those filthy ponds? Not consumable. You better be careful. Full of toxic waste. And you get yourself into a lot of trouble consuming it. Yeah. Funny, isn't it? So who are the one that is left out there that is great other than there's so many that is completely disgusting? From where do you find it? Ave Maria, oh my love, it's not really true that no one will want you. No one is going to walk you down the aisle. Keep on dreaming, make it come true, that you want the one that is proposing to you. Kangaroo Man. Kangaroo Man. Why are you not proposing? That is a great woman, what, for you? Shut up! Timmy! Hello, Timmy, Mommy May. I always feed the Bible that I'm eating. I told you, I'm crazy, what? And I want to tell the person that is so crazy. Oh, better than me. Oh, got it. Who asked you not to behave? Huh? Now you know that what it means, isn't it? To be a great woman because that man said that she's great. I told you, some of the things I put out there, they're crazy. And when it gets crazy, don't blame me because I found it out. And when I find it out, with all the sleaziness, craziness, and all kinds of, there's a long history, very long history. You see, COVID is already about 5 years. But this story goes way beyond 5 years. And she thinks I cannot find it all out. Like I said, I got a very small group of informers. And the product always I find not of art, not of up to value, not up to taste, and it's not great at all, happens to be Michael Kors products. There's a lot of cheap copies also over here. Or you can get it over also in Thailand. Not of any great value. Only she thought that, yes. Yeah. Short form for it is called MK, right? True or not? And you love it, love it, love it. What a cheap woman you are. Hello, Mom Estella, good afternoon. I hope I did not choke you, Timmy. Right? And there's a lot of story that keep on going around. Lots of story. Like I said, there's only a few groups of people out there that's all out to make troubles everywhere. And by the way, the Texans sheriff is also looking for the Sinaloa boy. The Texas sheriff is also looking for the Sinaloa boy. I guess he got the message now. I told you not to play with fire. I can't get the damn SIM cards into the phone. Or did you put it wrongly? Insert it wrongly? It's supposed to be able to, because most SIM cards, or all SIM cards should I say, are standardized. Unless the slot there have a different, what is that, dimension or different size, you cannot put it in. Or is it the SSD card that you use that? It's a new type flip. Well, never mind, take your time, experiment with it. Like I said, now you got flip phone, and he will be wondering, what the hell, who get you that phone? The fellow will be jumping up and down just like the kangaroo used to do. Hippie, hippie, hippie the bush kangaroo. All I know is that I love the pineapple I'm eating. It is very sweet that I almost finished the whole pineapple. Well, not a problem. It's okay. Fruits, what? Fruits is okay. Not a big problem. I also like pineapples. And usually those that are very sweet doesn't come in a very big size. It's only about 5 inches in length, and in diameter is about 4 inches. to almost 5 inches. That's about it. Those that are from Thailand is about very small, not very big. So it's very nice also, and very sweet. That's pineapple is sweet always. That's why they make pineapple jam. You don't need sugar to make pineapple jam, because when you, how do you say, when you cook it and you, what do you say, make it something like a caramel, then as it gets thicker, it gets very nice and it's very sweet. And that's how you enjoy it over the bread. Simple. You only need a blender to blend it, and then you pour it into the pot or pan and you cook it over slow fire, so not to get it blackened out. So it will be fine and it will be nice. And it is very nice. Pineapple jelly, pineapple jam. You can make a lot of things out of it. Even the egg tart where you can put what you said, pineapple jam over it. You can do it. Not a problem. I like fresh pineapple always. Yeah, fresh is nice. Who doesn't like fresh? And you have a ample land over there. You can grow whatever you want. That's nice. So when you can grow whatever you want, it's organic, it's healthy, there's no toxic. Like there's a lot of fruit that is very toxic and you cannot consume it and it's not good for health. That's all I can say. So like I said, pineapple pie and pineapple tart is one of my favorite. Yeah. Pineapple tart, yes, you have it also. Pineapple pie also you have it. There's so many ways you can do it. It's just that how are you going to cook it? How are you going to make it that you can enjoy? These are the things that is available over the countryside or the province where you have the time, you can do it yourself. You don't have to go and buy it from the bakery or whatever. Because what they do out there is not as healthy as what you do it yourself at home, because you know you use the best ingredients, and also you do not like anything that carries toxic or whatever over it, and you just enjoy it organically. That's what it is. That's why I said a lot of people love to stay over in the countryside nowadays, because they can rear their chicken, rear their poultries and whatever out there, and they can consume whatever they farm away, and that's it. And that's very nice. Not a problem. Have fun with it. Enjoy the harvest of the fruits and whatever you can get out there. So now, who are the one that is out there that are great women? I know of a few, and there's a few also that comes here. That's all I can say. But there are a lot of so-called great women that some man says, oh, she's great. Now we know who is the one that is out there that, what is it, benefit from the mouth of the so-called. You see, when they cannot get anything better than, what should I say, better than the others, they will also say, that is a great woman. Yeah. How great it is if you were to find out the whole history about it. Tell me, when you know the whole history about it, do you think it's great? I told you there's quite a number out there that I know all their stories. And I know what they are up to. And I gather you also know where to find the so-called great one that you all want to have. Is that not true? Because it's very simple. The YouTube world is now so divided that you'll find there's only, should I say, 2 to 3 groups of different kind of people out there. One is the one that will stay and stick together with the same kind and same attitude one, and will always be saying or talking or describing or telling tales or even manufacturing stories about others. Yeah, if you were to go to, I guess I did not link it up. If you were to go to someone else that put up a picture of me and of the honey Dipura, you'll find it very funny because the way that is being described is more like, are you protecting the disgraceful one, or are you protecting and calling her a great woman? What's so great about her when I have all the whole story told 2 days ago? Last night, the one that is so sleazy until some of the people out there get all wet. So, did it tricks or did it trips your mind as to what I'm talking about? I told you I have a lot of fun telling stories that I listened and heard all over the places. And some of it that people tell me and describe to me what is going on in the background. Like you said, BG. Not true? Not true? So, what did IKEA supply to you? What did IKEA get you to buy? Or should I say IKEA delivered to you? Looks like you try to hide everything. But how much can you hide when it's not so great at all? And you think it's great? It's not perfect. There's none that you can find a perfect great woman out there. The only thing that you can consider a woman that is great is because she does successfully what she wants to do in her life. That's how you consider a woman that is great. And great women always know how to treat a man. But not those that go sucking up to all those out there and are very, very envious, and they call them kuya. Or the other way around is that, sir, but then you're a simwat. Why do they call you that? I did not say everyone. You know who you are. Right? Correct? And when a woman calls you sir and kuya, and you know for a fact that you are a sim, well, you feel great, isn't it? Crazy, isn't it? Wow, you got title, isn't it? Sir, like the royal family from England, that bestow onto you, sir. What? Did you sir any sir? Did you sir any sir of your generation to come out there can be considered a sir? So you don't know what it means, Then I think your English is not good, what? Correct or not? So, you think they are great? You think they're a great woman? when you're a Sims, you're a monger, like some of them says, they don't use the name monger. I'm going to the market to buy some fish. Yeah, that's the way to tell you indirectly. Because who sells fish? You don't get it, what, right? So you don't understand what, correct? Simple English you cannot understand, and you think you're great. Oh, now it's the man. Now it's the man, not a woman. Because this kind of woman, they are not great women, right? And they are not great women. They call you sir because they want your money, and they want to dig into your pockets, and you consider them your honey. Honey Deborah. Yeah, very sweet, isn't it? Why don't you tell, Sir Michael, what did we talk about over the video chat? And did you see how long it is? The talong? Huh? Why not you tell them? Because they want to know. They want to know what goes on. Like I said, I caught what I want to catch out there. But it's always the wrong one that end up in the net because they're guilty. And I can tell you, that person that did the alterations of the picture, I guess he's not the one that you consider your friend at all. Because I am also very suspicious. You see, all videos that you want to do about any other people, you can upload what? You can upload, not a problem. But is it originally from the original owner? Very misleading. So don't listen to what you think is true when it's not true. And when it's not true and it's very misleading, don't get or don't be tempted that things that, oh, it's the person that is doing it, which happens to be not the person that is creating it. I always say, I'm very suspicious of some other people out there. And how many of them are out there doing those indecent proposals? I know who they are. And I also know one is invisible now because I think the fellow is sick. I guess, like all of them out there, they cannot take the stress. They can't take the stress. So who are the great women or ladies out there? I know, like I said, of a few. And they don't go accepting all your proposal out there. And you should know your proposal is useless and it's also worthless because you're not up to the mark where the great woman will consider you a good catch. There's a lot of them, there's not good catch out there. There's also a lot of women that are also not a good catch out there. But like I said, there's a number of great women out there that did very well in their life take care of their loved ones, take care of their families, very successful in their career, very successful in their life. And that is a great woman. What about those that consider themselves great woman when the man wants to get her, not knowing the full history? And the fella said, oh, she's a great woman, a great lady. Wow. I guess you know the story already. You by my side, that's how I see us. I close my eye and I could see us. You on my way to say I'm the great woman that want to marry you, my love. My secret dreams has all come true. I see the cheer, ding dong, someone is getting married. I see the people. Yo, folks, that's more. What? Too old! Because you're already 60 plus. And they cannot see you. Blind already, too old. No wonder you say it's great. Jamie, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Because someone is going to get very mad with me. Please congratulate me. Oh, set phone number 3. Na. You don't need to get married to be happy, to be honest. Well, what do you think about the one they call her? She's a great woman. That's why the title is out there. Did any one of you miss that streaming? Oh my God, I'm so sad, I'm crying. You already, what should I say, expired what? How can you be a great lady? What did you achieve in life that you consider yourself a great lady? What have you achieved other than sling a few panties over your shoulder walking down the street? Huh? And you consider that a woman that is great? Maybe in the kangaroo land, I can agree. Because kangaroo jump about, they don't know anything else. What? They only know how to jump. Right? Now I need to find my cigarettes. Oh, have fun. Have fun. Not a problem. Have fun. Is that not true? How great! Let me know. Or am I what is that? Mixing everything up that is so confusing now you do not know what I'm talking about? Like your great friends that knows only 7 ways. What? And you think that is sufficient for you to know your damn fucking life in 7 ways? Be careful, because that one got more interest in you than what? The one that is jumping about. Because he is also very envious of her, because she considers herself a great woman by no other than the kangaroo man. I can't call myself great as I have a filthy mind. It does. It has got nothing to do with filthy minds. All of us have. One portion of it will be that way. One portion of it will be that way. It only operates at a certain hours and at a certain time, not every day or throughout the whole day. So it's okay. Everyone have it because this is part of our processor that is up here, that we know how to divide and how to make use of it at the different hours at the different time of the day. But some people out there that they consider themselves great. That's why I say, who are the great ones? Other than this one that is totally filthy. Not your kind of filthy. Your kind of filthy is totally different. This one is 24/7 filthy. 24/7 filthy is totally different case. Is that not true? You sell your friend out also. So you're not a great woman or not a great lady. When your friends help you, you also did not, what should I say, appreciate it, the kindness, and you do not have the gratitude to thank her also, and you forget about it, and you call yourself great. And if that woman is not so great, helping out your daughter, she'll be sitting inside, what should I say, the cage, spending time inside there with all the animals. You know what will happen, isn't it? Correct? And you call yourself great. What have you done that is so significant in your life that you consider great? Are you not the one that the hotel call it housekeeper? What's the difference between a housekeeper and a maid? Only it got a better name. It got more rooms. Right? What are the jobs? Not much different, except you do not cook. But you got to remember, you got lots of toilet to wash. Is that not true? And then at the same time, there's a lot of soil, filthy, bedspreads, come with certain smell, come with certain liquid that flows out from the river. And also, what should I say? From the little cannon that shoots out all the millions of tadpoles that you do not know. And is that very clean, very hygienic? And you call yourself a great woman or a great lady? Now, which part did I miss out? Which part did I miss out? Oh, the part that you, what? The part that you fight over someone else's boyfriend? Or the part that you dig the boyfriend's pockets too? That is not your boyfriend? And what did you do? Backwards to 5 to 6 years back. What did you do? How much did you show? Or should I say, what's the price? I told you, I got a lot of stories. That's why I can put all kinds of titles out there, because I found everything out there. Hey, What about those 7 fucking ways that he does not know anything at all, only know how to spy and give you wrong kind of informations? But I guess the fella is more interested in you than the kangaroo man now. Because loyalty one, right? Not royalty, loyalty. Hello, Maui. Not true? So how great are you? Hmm? You see, there's no perfect woman out there. There's very few women that are great in their lives. But you're not one of them. You're not one of them. You are too filthy to be considered a great woman. And you think you are? It's okay. No problem, Maui. You know, I'm always having stories. I always tell stories. And when I tell stories, I don't know, lots of people get heated up with what I say. Lots of people get heated up with what I say. And I just laugh all the way because I know it trips their brains. It triggers their brain to respond. And when they respond and they say that they know or the information they have, I guess because all the group of friends that you have out there, my so-called friends, they all have a lot of dirty laundries like you. And when they have all the dirty laundries that they throw all over the places, you mean to tell me you trust a person with all the same kind of laundries that you have like yours, and it is true that you listen to them and you take their advice and you take their information and consider it truthful? I know where you get your information, but none of them are reliable. From the stars from heaven, to the IKEA outlet that sells all kind of cheap furnitures, and to the one that owns a copy of the Michael Kors handbags. And what about the midnight class for the host that spew out all garbages? You see, they are all your same group of friends. And if you are going to trust them, let someone else find out it's not worth listening to what they say, because he found out eventually it's not worth it. And he says it's just a waste of time. He doesn't have the time to spend his pleasurable hours now over the internet, because he found out that it's more fun to be out there and having all the real fun. Like all this group of, what do you call, basement warriors that thinks they know everything, but what they dish out there are just all garbages. Hello, Lab. Hi, Lab. Hello, Maui from Estella. I like to come and listen to. Yeah, I got a lot of stories. And I tell a lot of stories that gets a lot of people triggered a lot of people out there. Okay, so now they can talk about my phone and my goal. So funny. And it's so funny, funny what to do, honey, honey, what to do, what to do to you. I don't know what they are going to do to you, my dearest Stella, because they have all a lot of crazy ideas out there, which is not relevant at all. They have a lot of crazy ideas. And they talk a lot of shit about any other thing, but never say anything good about themselves. That's what they do best. Until one of the friends now is in Asia, traveling from Philippines to Vietnam, to Thailand, and now landed back in Philippines. You see, he found a lot of things that is actually not true. Not true. And he finds what he wants to find over here, and he gets the answer. And I can tell you one thing, he is having a good life. I thought that he is going to stay here just for 1 month or two. The only thing is that he says, I got to go back for the, what is that, the hunting game. But if there's no hunting game for this year, I think he wouldn't be going back at all. He's having a lot of fun out here, enjoying his life over here. Like a lot of them envy him now and always ask, where is he located? Where is he at? I guess you're having a good time. Like I always tell those that wants to come over here, I tell them every time, don't listen to all those basement boys that tell you all sorts of garbages out there. They will never give you what you want to know until you put your foot over here and you find out for yourself that your whole group of, what is that, basement warriors are just full of shits. It's true, full of shit. And the world has changed. It's not the same 20, 30 years ago. No more. It's not that same anymore. I can tell you. Why not? You mean I do not know the development of Asia? It's not the same anymore. You mean to tell me during the late 70s to the early 80s that you are in Thailand and it's still the same today after how many years? 40 years? Or maybe you say 30 years? There's a lot of changes. Even in 10 years, there will be a lot of changes. You got to remember the economy booms at one time in Asia. Late 80s and run through the 90s. And there's a lot and lots and lots of development that come this way. And I can tell you, it's not the same. It's not the same as you think it is. That is 40 to 50 years ago. Things have changed. Only certain part of the world do not change. It turned into slum. But we are very modern over here. Very, very modern. And I can tell you, you can have a lot of fun over here too. And there's a lot of them that find out what I say is true. Not only one. I know of a couple of them that came over, and I suggest and I tell them how to get it over here, who to look for. And I can tell one thing, there's no failure in what I tell them. No failure. They admit it's true. Not the same. And they keep on coming here. When they go back, they will think of Asia. When they are there, they think of Asia. They will come back here again and again and again. And I can tell you, it's true. It's not the same. You have a lot of fun over here. But I guess some of them out there will only be admiring at the great woman out there, not knowing that there's even more greater woman over here. You mean you have found what you want? Or you being cheated? Or you being smooth talked into believing it? What's so great about them? I tell you, their way of taking your pockets, dipping their fingers into your pocket, that's how great they are. Not the other way around. They have never achieved anything good in life. Only thing they achieve very well is to dig into your pockets to get your money out. Don't believe in the one that you think is great. Because there's a history. There's a long history. What do you want to know? I can tell you. I can tell you. From cheating on friends, snatching the sister's boyfriend. Oh, Filipino call themselves sisters. Sisi. I know you, you know me, from different mother only. What the fuck did you get a different mother and you consider your sisters? Are they the same surname with you? Do they carry the same name, family name with you? You all must be crazy, isn't it? Not true? Am I lying again? And then what the hell did the flirt got so triggered about? Did I trip the flirt brains with all my kinds of, what is that, chat out there? With all my kinds of talk about everyone out there? You will be thinking that I'm crazy, isn't it? But the great one, there are a few. And I can tell you one thing. It's not easy for your hands to reach out there to get them. Those that consider themselves great don't believe. You should ask, what have they achieved in life that is so great? I guess at the end of the day you found out there's nothing great at all. Who knows their crazy brains? I don't know. I don't know what gives them the idea that it's great. I don't know what. Maybe the fella is very good at scamming, that's why the fella call her great. Which for once I know is true. Scamming. And you think that is great. Maybe the fella got, what should I say, 500 acres of land, but got no money to grow any corns or whatsoever out there. So that the fella can scam, maybe he can get some from her, and the fella say, oh, you're a great woman, you get me some money so I can buy some corns and grow some over my land. Not true. Is that not true? You got to find it out for yourself. Because that is the profession. Other than cleaning multiple toilets, changing multiple bed sheets, vacuuming the floor. What else? What else? I guess that's the profession, right? I told him, once you start traveling, you'll not want to stop. That is true. And most of them listen to those basement warriors Until when they set foot over this part of the world, they found the answer that they are looking for. And it's not the answer that is given out by the basement warriors. Because I told them, if you're going to listen to all the craps about all those basement warriors, you're going to die listening to all their craps and you'll never get it correct if you don't start by traveling to see it for yourself. Because those warriors are very good at one thing, listening to all the garbages of other YouTubers. And the facts are all of them never get it correct. Most of them do not know what they're talking about unless you research and you talk about it. But if you're going to just listen to all the craps that I've been here, I've seen this, I've seen that, no background of the history, nothing that you know about it, that means you know shit and you talk shit. And when you know shit and you talk shit, what did you get? Did it get you anywhere? I guess like they want to know, they never get to know. Like they want to know, but they don't know. I told them, even they do not know that Malaysia got the second tallest building in the world. They do not know about it also. And when they Google and they found it out, they thought that, oh, they found it out only. That is the second tallest building. But they do not know the location have a history also. That's what they are so ignorant and very stupid. You don't come over here and say, oh, this is the second tallest building in the world. It's situated in Kuala Lumpur. But do you know where's the site? Do you know about the history of the site? Do you know how they managed to get the name Merdeka 118? They never knew. Because they do not know what's the meaning of Merdeka. So they never found out the real history about it. And they're so stupid. Lots of them. But there's a lot of people that after I've been talking about all these things and I've been telling them, whichever site you go, you just go look up the history, find it out for yourself, and then you can say the site that you went and visit, what's the name, what are the monuments and so on that's available, and part or some of the history, the location, why is it named that way? Because it all carries a certain reason. It all carries a certain reason. And that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be. And it's very easy one. Not a problem. So now you have got all your phone activated, running, happy with it. Yeah, now it's the trend, folding handphones, new trend. Like I said, technology. And where does this technology all come from? It's all come from China mostly. And I say it, and I've said so many times, there's no way you're going to stop the world from going forward. That is very true. So now, who is the greatest woman? Have you found one? Did you get one? Or did you so-called make one? I guess it's so-called make one. Not that you have found one. I found a few great women. You do not know. Then my dearest here is a great woman. And there's another one over in Luzon area. Very capable. Also a very great woman. And there's also another one that tells all the stories or write all the stories. And that's also a great woman. Not true? It's true one. Because they are successful in what they do. Writing stories. The other one, the greatest, the one that is so beloved, dearest, taking care of the families. Not true? And the one that is at Luzon, single-handedly raise up the whole family. Is that not true? For a great woman? And there's a few out there that I don't want to mention the names. I guess you know who they are. But not the one that sling the panty over the shoulder, walk down the street like a hooker, and you call that a great woman? I think there's something wrong with your brains. Totally, I think there's something wrong with your brains. That's all. Have fun. Don't worry. Weekend is very nearby. Just a few more days only. Then you can start all over again. And repeat all the cycle and come after me. I'm just happy. Like I said, the name now sticks to my mouth. And I can, or should I say, I can call out anytime I want. Because you never honor your words like you says. Code of brothers. Yeah, you all will be fighting with each others, as I know. Because none of y'all have any principle at all. None. And that one, I can tell you, is true. You don't have any principle at all. And now, yes, story already finished telling what? Great woman. Don't you like to be a great woman? Right? Is that not true? Who doesn't want to be a great woman? But not all of them can do it. Because half of them are totally filthy out there. Or should I say 3/4 of them, to be exact. Very large portion of it are not great people at all. They are very dirty and filthy. So you cannot consider them as successful in whatever they want to do. And I've never seen anything great about what they have done, be it for their family, for themselves. Because if you cannot prove it to your family or you cannot prove it to yourself, don't expect other people to call you a great woman. Not for me to tell the others if I'm great or not. You can be sure you'll get the answer from your kids, Timmy. Don't worry. Don't worry. As long as you keep it in all honesty to do it, then you're a great woman. The word is in all honesty. That's the way you got to do it. I guess some of them wouldn't know what I'm talking about. I told you my minds are very complicated. My minds are very complicated. And that's very true. It's always the case. And that's how I enjoy. That's how I enjoy giving the answers out back to you. Right? The greatest woman. How to be a great woman? My God. Ask him, don't ask me. I can't give you the answer. But definitely I don't agree with him at all. Definitely I wouldn't agree with him at all. That's all I can say. Oh, you got to find out when the fella talk about it. I told you, I go around sneaking for answers. And when I got it, I love what I want to talk about it. Maybe you have forgotten, but not me. If I can find it out, you will be able to find it out yourself. That's all for tonight. All the great ladies, all the great women out there, have fun. Don't get upset. Because to be a great woman, you got to be great with yourself. And you got to be very happy with yourself. Unless you're not happy and you don't feel great, then I can say you'll be feeling very sad. That's all for tonight. Take care of your health. Yes, take care of your health. That's the most important. Thank you all for dropping by. I appreciate coming over here to listen to my stories. Yes, someone did mention a great woman, but I doubt it's true. And I love to have fun with it. Haha, little man confiscated a telephone. I guess he takes after my... Oh, bye Uncle Iti and Chad. All right, Timmy. Yes, my dearest. Oh. Well, you got a new one. Don't worry. Let the little one play with it. They'll be very good at it by the time they can know how to operate it. Then you know what is going to happen next. Right? So everyone out there, have a nice day. Have a great day. And to the great woman out there, have some great fun too. But if you are a so-called, and you call yourself a great woman, you're just putting yourself up the pedestal, then it's not great at all. But I guess you got to answer yourself. I can't answer for you. My idea is to find a perfect woman, not a great woman. Because to get a perfect woman is very hard. You see, if you can find a perfect woman that can clicks your brains together, and I can tell you, you'll be able to understand each other so detailed into it that it doesn't have to be explained in long sentences, or should I say multiple ways, explanations. I don't know. Thus, he needs a phone. I have an old spare phone. Oh, I can hardly wait for the weekend. Yeah, they are going to come after. They are going to come after. I can tell you that. But I couldn't care less. Because when you put yourself up there by yourself, I guess you can only answer yourself. I can't answer for you. Because I do not know. How did you get up there by yourself? How did you get up there by yourself? That means you must be feeling very great. Right? Am I confusing? Am I confusing her? But I guess they will be very confused as to why I put it in such a way. But then, how am I going to turn it the other way around when I heard it exactly as I put it out there? Right? How to be a great woman? I guess you got the answers. I don't have it. That's all for tonight. Yes, we'll have fun over the weekend. They'll go for 10 hours or maybe 24 hours again. I wish they go for 24 hours so that we got more stories to listen to. You did a great job confusing everybody, Uncle Iti. I don't know, but I found it very intriguing. That's why I talk about it. Because someone put it out there and talk about it. Not really put it out there. Verbally say it out there. And that's how the title comes about. That's how the title comes about. And the whole group of them, wow, they're on fire because they think it's real great, so great. But I guess they close both eyes to find out about the dirty history. You got to look into the history before you talk about being great. And there's a long history. So, don't get me wrong. Find it out for yourself. What is the title? 18 plus. Oh, the one I hide it already. The 18 plus one. That is ridiculous. Very hot topic, the one. That one very hot topic. And earlier, so last night, I put up a title. I put up a title also because I want to see what's the response after I talk about that subject. I don't know. The sex affair about me and someone. That is a trick. Because that is a trap. And I caught all the fishes. I always told y'all, my trap is very good at catching fishes. Don't they remember that when I swing my rod, I catch a swarm of fish. I don't catch only one. That's the difference. When I swing my rods, fishing rods, I catch a swarm of fishes, not only one. And that's how I got all the answers I want. And I can tell you, it's ridiculous. You caught the fishes straight from the horse's mouth. Yeah, horse's mouth, not horse mouth. Horse's mouth. And you can't imagine what kind of a horses I caught. I thought I'd get a lot of stallion, but then I did not get the stallion. The stallion escaped. These are the ones that are all, what should I say, second, third grade one, which is only good for processing into meat. Stallion, you don't process stallion into meat because it's price. You mean to tell me you do not eat horse meat? Chasing tail. Good night, all. Stay safe. Hug, hug, hug. Yes, my dearest. Yeah, about time for me to go also already. I tell you, a lot of crazy people out there. Do they bow in their knee? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. All I can tell you is I think they are all lunatics. They are all lunatics. I don't know how to describe them anymore already. I give up on describing them already. Totally hilarious. No way that you can understand what is up in their head there. Cannot understand them at all already. Maybe because, what should I say? Too much of craziness that I give them all their answers. They go mad with me. Then it's up to them. Let them enjoy whatever they want. I couldn't care less. I don't care about it. I'm not bothered about it. And like all they want to do with videos or whatever out there, I already say one thing. You can't get into my head. No possibilities. That's why I tell you, I can get a lot of things out there. That's me too much buang. Okay, Richard, that's all for tonight. I see you all again tomorrow. Tomorrow we have fun again, right? And then weekend will be around the corner. I don't know where I'll be because I got a lot of programs also up in my head. That I cannot disagree. Raccoon! Yes. Alright. That's all, Jimin. Chasing Tail, Estella, Maui, Howie, Lap, and a lot of other people. I cannot remember their names and so on. Anyway, thank you all for dropping by, listening to the stories or the garbages that is being thrown all over the places. Yeah, there's a lot of garbages being thrown all over the places. I just happen to pick it up here and there, and I can tell you, they are all crazy. They are all crazy. And don't believe in all the craziness that's out there. You get into insanity with what they say. And that's all. So good night, everyone. Good morning in the Western world. Have fun. I see you all again tomorrow. Bye-bye.